Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily Splatt. Now then, today's Daily Splatt concerns events with the News of the World newspaper, which has ceased publication. Now then, for those of you who live under that rock where no news is broadcast, the News of the World was a newspaper that was being published in the United Kingdom and had been published for 168 years, I'm informed, by their website. And it was shut down in the last couple of days due to unscrupulous practices, very, very, very naughty things going on. Basically, they've been caught phone hacking, listening into conversations of family members of dead soldiers from the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, also hacking the phones of the family of murder victims, members of the British royal family, all sorts of just stupid, pathetic stuff to try and sell some papers, and just really bad stuff. And so it's gone. It's been stopped. It's one of Rupert Murdoch's papers, one of his tabloids, another one of the tabloids in the UK being The Sun, which was always quite closely associated with the News of the World. That since actually it's been announced that will now be taking the News of the World spot. The way it ran was that The Sun was printed Monday through to Saturday, and then the News of the World was out on Sunday, and there was no Sun. So News of the World once a week, The Sun 6 times a week. But now we're going to get the Sunday Sun. So it's not really the end of the News of the World, it's just the end of the News of the World as we know it. So there you go. But I thought, basically, just to say, because all the sort of the morals and the scruples and that sort of thing are going to be dissected all over the place. I just thought we'd actually have a look at what the News of the World has to say itself, how it chooses to represent itself as it bows out of existence. So I visited their official website, www.thenewsoftheworld.co.uk, and I thought I'd just have a look and see what they've got to say for themselves. And the good thing is, thanks to the magic of this little camera, I can show you too. So let's have a look. So as you can see, just lining up the picture, I'm trying to do this from all sorts of weird angles. There is the website. So, the News of the World. Thank you and goodbye. There we go, sorry. So, yes, News of the World, thank you and goodbye. Look, a list of all the old headlines they had. The world's greatest newspaper, or so they claim. Well, that's open to debate. Showing off a load of their montage, if you'd like, of their headlines that they've had in the past. Huntley in his cell, that was serial killer Ian Huntley, who's been arrested. TV's Jamie, my vice girl's shame. All very positive sort of headlines. Well, I'm being sarcastic, although there is, England doing well there. It's from the World Cup in 2006, second round, when they beat Paraguay. They went out to Portugal in the next round. Anyway, that's football talk, that's not why we're here. So, just have a quick scroll down. So as you can see, they've got all sorts of bit about their history, and, oh look, there we go. Some boobs. Orlando's shipmate is bloomin' awesome. Oh, very clever. As you can see, they love a pun, one of our few similarities. In fact, this is page 3 cheers. Our very breast pics. Right, okay, so yes, this is the, if in case some of you don't know, just pulling away for a moment, newspapers in the United Kingdom, tabloid newspapers in the United Kingdom, have a tendency to, round about the third page in a newspaper, show a topless woman. It's just a thing that they have, you get used to it. But it was quite a shock. I went back to the UK a couple of years ago, and when I'd forgotten about this, and when I opened the front page, page 3 is obviously the first one you see, and there was a topless woman there, and it rather surprised me. But it's a fairly common thing, so don't be scared if that happens. It does, and it's it's topless woman. Yes. They normally ask her actually about her opinions on a news event, and Emily, 22, from Sussex, says about Pope John Paul II's death. Oh, it was really sad. He was a nice man, and he wore a funny hat. That sort of thing. Anyway, back to the website. So, There we go. The news of the world's website. What else are they talking about? Now, they did a lot of exposés. So, obviously, this is a fake shake, which they had. This is another expose they did on a Bulgarian growing fat, selling sex slaves to Britain, all that sort of thing. So they did a fair bit of that. Obviously, the soap's very important in the UK, as you can see by this story here about Coronation Street. Apparently, viewing figures are down by more than a quarter, according to them. I would investigate it more, but I have a bit of a life. Oh, look! Michelle's Huge Parts. Ex-EastEnder lands role in new movie. Very clever. I mean, look, some of this stuff is rubbish. The editor's picks. Isn't it surprising that the editor's picks has... the 6 picks are all of rather good-looking women talking about lingerie or their legs. Yeah, so it's not exactly a high-quality publication that we are losing. And the fact of the matter is there are plenty of other tabloids around that are doing this sort of thing. Gwyn bears it all right. You know, I'm going to just stop it there. It's pathetic. It's just, it's kind of a bit sad and pathetic. And yeah, that's basically one less tabloid to worry about for readers in the UK. So that has to be good. Anyway, that is all for today. If you want to find out more about this story, just Google it. It's all over the internet. Very, very popular story at the moment. And obviously there's all sorts of talks about, but 200 journalists have lost their job, and on the flip side, well, they shouldn't have been involved in all these scrupulous practices, and they've been doing this for years, exposés on well-known people and that sort of thing. All that debate is raging on the internet right now, so get in, have a say, or have a listen, just see what's going on. But I am done with it. I'm going to go wash my hands of the story. And I will speak to you all tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye.